Thursday, July the 7th, 2022, I posted anachronism number 3652. It's called I Have Taken Notes. See here my scribbles, my fraud and divinity, and indecipherability, and mother, mom. I have taken this down, these notes on Muni and Fix Boogie and Call the Tax People all seem of the same importance, like that pink felt-tipped list on the clean ripped top of a sheaf of elementary school paper with what, a trilogy of pieces yet to be written and entitled The Unamused Muse, The Muse's Abuse, and The Invoice for Joyce. There's the name in green, Ryan, over July the 11th, then $64. There's, quote, AL20447779, end quote. I've made long and short lists of song to add to a master music list. Written on the top is sometimes more music, or to add to the music, or just songs. There's more calls to make, and a lot that start out, quote, payment issue, unquote. The cryptic stuff verging on the poetic, like, quote, H is time for clarity, not war, ... or revamp ever for sanity, which has some interspersed boxes, like it's a checkbox. Most just have dashes. Almost all are checklists, one might surmise, but checklist or box, bedbugs, box, looking endlessly and comatose, box, interacting with never cans, box, hurry to spend hours, box, clams not cams, box, views, box, spun for hours alone, then box, and in all caps, but close all here, no calamity. Clams, not cams, nor calamity doesn't make for calm. There are notes about Xanax and Klonopin, about jobs and jobs, scribbles taken during interviews that can jar, not a single ounce of context. And then those that bring me right back to the interview, which whelms me at present, having had 3 separate interviews today alone. There are notes taken while talking with Mom for hours about photos left by her mother. As we speak across the many miles, it's as if speaking with her, with Granny Louise, or Grandma Hazel, who gives us their old home address in Detroit, 20816 Russell, or is it actually rather in Highland Park? There's Dad's old high school, John J. Pershing, and right after, in the same pen, green again, July 11th, 1911. I want to call Mom, so that is just what I did after her CAT scan. When I called earlier, and Rick answered, sounding just like her, but she's having a CAT scan. They're going to do surgery on her head in the morning. He always shouts, having just had these 3 interviews, really 4, only one of which had been scheduled before I got up this morning. The first of whom called me an entire hour ahead of schedule. I'd just woken up. These piles of paper I need to go through, just to find a needle in a haystack, it seems, a writing sample, an inner office memo, random, I don't know. But what I'm finding instead, serial numbers of the ghosts of electronics past. A draft of a note to an ex's boyfriend, and a sheet ripped from a tiny spiral notebook with just one name on it, quote, Carla Milosevic, unquote, and another sheet, seemingly from the same note pad, with the phrase, quote, slow and clear, quote. There are such places to visit in the Bay Area that one week I cajoled all of us sibs into getting together here. Such a wonderful time. The only time they'd ever visited me together. The only time 2 had ever visited me at all since I left Arkansas before Gary passed away in Missouri. He'd already had 2 experiences that nearly got him there. Each time he convinced the doctors he hadn't been feeling suicidal, in that sweet-talking, easy way he had of just coming across as absolutely earnest. And Mom, who's been living at the hospital for something like a month now, having surgery tomorrow on her head for a broken neck. That's what she said. Her neck is broken. No idea how. The cell phone reception horrible. I asked her if she had gotten any odds from the doctor, whom she said was one of only 4 in the state who do this sort of thing. It's very serious, she said, maybe 3 times, as I asked her in that many different ways the same question. So I asked if anyone had even survived this serious procedure. Yeah, a couple of people, she said, a couple of people. And I then focus on the tasks at hand, my list of priorities, the homework I was given during 2 of the 3, 4 interviews I had earlier, interoffice memo, resume template. One's due by 10 in the morning. They hope to make a decision on a candidate then. The other on Monday. This would be a process, so I write that down slowly in blue. A process.